Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're from in the world. My name is Jay Rassick, and I'm coming to you with my very first episode of the Henry Dooley Zoo in Omaha, Nebraska. A lot of you Midwesterns are probably familiar with this zoo, and some of you, anyone else, may as well. So, a little backstory, this is actually my sixth rendition of the zoo. Um, I have a love-hate for it type relationship. It is crazy on everything that has came and gone with this zoo, and I love it, but it's becoming a pain in my butt. I have switched maps. I have transferred pretty much everything I've built already. So, in all reality, just going ahead and building or doing any speed builds or anything like that for this zoo would be kind of redundant because you'd be lost. Like, oh, what did he build that? What? Why? He's showing this video, but yet this one is being done. So, I mean, I may do some speed builds on some of the things that I've done, but we'll see. So first off, we're at the main entrance here. The 2009 Gateway, or I believe actually this was created in '89. The Gateway to the Wild, and back in '92 or '97, or maybe it was 2007, somewhere in that time frame, they went ahead and changed this, removed it all, and put it into an LED screen. And speaking of screens, obviously, everyone's probably tired of hearing it, but we got billboards coming. I cannot express how freaking excited I am for billboards, especially the video ones, because that's exactly what the Omaha Zoo has, and that's exactly what I want to do. So that's going to be great. Also, we can create actual signs and stuff like that. We don't have to use those small fonts. I mean, it's going to be freaking superb. So it's going to be interesting to see if someone uses a lot of billboards like I will be, how that's going to work with the workshop. My guess is that you're going to have to create some sort of Google Docs or something like that and kind of go that route. So first up, we have the admin area. And you may notice I do a lot of details in my buildings. And that's one reason why they take forever. Um, like, for example, I got a fire extinguisher right off the blueprint. This right here was off the blueprint or workshop as well, but I kind of modified it. I created there's a heater as well as a cooler in there for my guests for the staff to stay warm or cool. There is a nice little I guess intake area for supplies, whatever the case may be, which will probably run over to the Dunham Treetop restaurant. Um, then we have some other office stuff here. We got a janitor closet, and then some other office spaces. So nothing too spectacular with this area, just basically admin area. Just a little point out here. These here are my own little workshop item. Everything else here is from the workshop. But these items right here, these are fluorescent lighting that you would normally see in a building of some sort, and they are should always be on, but they're not. I don't know why. Whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I'll put a link to my workshop below. There's a lot of the things that you see here are on the workshop. Like I do need to post the Omaha Zoo workshop, but again, for billboards, it's kind of pointless. Back to the billboard thing. Like one thing I will mention is like this right here is pixel art. This was created by the Sleepy Girl. 1,500 pieces. Absolute beautiful piece of work, but it's a piece thing. As much as I'd love to keep it up there, it's going to have to go because the zoo is only going to get bigger. There's going to be more higher piece count, and it's just going to cause some more work on the on my processor. So another area I completely cleared out was this was completely filled with a bunch of blueprints from the workshop for gift shop stuff. Um, One thing that I wish that we could do is kind of like with PK, you have the null habitat with the aviary. I wish we could do that with the shops too, here in PZ. That would be really nice. I know there's a mod, but unfortunately it hasn't been updated. And if I'm going to make this public, if I was to say, oh, you have to download this mod, some people don't feel comfortable downloading mods or they're against them, whatever. Um, and it's just going to look weird because I wanted to create a center area for the kiosk to make it look like it really did in the Omaha Zoo. So next up we have the Lazier Imax Theater, which is over here, and I just want to give a huge shout out to Haribo for his work on the for some of the items that I'm using. We're gonna go to nighttime here because this is a theater. But he created these speaker boxes right here. And we come into view here. And he also created these seats. Now, in my first original revision, these seats were usable by the guests and by putting benches underneath them. So now, however, they're not. And lo and behold, they're like, oh, we're going to get video screens. I'm like, darn it, I should have kept them. The only thing is with the pathing is that, and now I actually have a different idea of what to do is I got a little trick from that Palsley, or maybe it was Drew, went ahead and showed us was how to convert that miniature queue line into regular pathing. So I may end up doing that. This screen right here was created by myself, which is not on the workshop because I never truly finished it. And now that video screens are coming out, this again is going to be obsolete. This alone is already at close to 2,000 pieces, where the video screen will be maybe 4 pieces, and boom, it's done. And it'll be animated. My next pride and joy here is my IMAX projector screen. I love it. Or not screen, but projector. Took me about 6 hours to make, I think, all in all. Maybe 4. I just could never get it right. The desk and everything, that's workshop items. But other than that, this is my sweetie right here. The only thing that's not is this right here. This is the air conditioner, believe it or not, that I got from the workshop. So, but yeah, this screen turned out beautiful for what it is. But again, it'll be deleted once the billboards come out, and I'll probably put like an actual planet Earth video on there. So we're going to come through the back area, and right here is Haribo's screen. I just want to put this out here so that everyone can take a look, and this is nearly 2,000 pieces. 2,662 pieces alone. Again, something that's going to be replaced with video screens. Kind of crazy. We got, then that brings us over to our Central Plaza area. Which is, for the most part, realistic. I'm going to go daytime. Nighttime, daytime, daytime, nighttime, daytime. So the only thing that I really did was put on the light. Other than that, they're pretty much exactly the way they would be in the Omaha Zoo. Next up, we come over towards the Desert Dome, and we have the iconic black fountain globe. This was actually done by VizMaz42, I believe. And I just basically recolored it and then plopped it onto a fountain base there. And that brings us into where a lot of people that have been following me and comments on Facebook posts and everything, the Desert Dome. Yes, sirree, right there. And it's at infinite glory. And we'll give a little sneak peek of what's to come. Now, one thing that I noticed with this game, I wish we had more luxury, is the terrain texturing and coloring. Like, the Omaha Zoo has red sand right here. Obviously, there's no red sand. So, with that being said, I wish if there's a modder out there that can like allow us to paint the colors of what terrain we want, that would be a superb mod. Not gonna lie. If you could do that, you would be my god. Speaking of PC gods, we have a Desert Merle by Nicholas Lionrider. And if some of you do not know who he is, then you are living under a rock. I swear to God. Nicholas Lionrider and his crew, like Leaf and Jesse, that whole modding community, you guys are phenomenal. Your mods are great. Lion Rider has great content. Same with Leaf. I think Leaf just hit 600 subs, I believe, or 2,000. I think he said. So congrats on that, dude. Um, I'm one of them. But yeah, what the heck is? All right, I have no idea. What the heck is he doing? They really like this area. I don't know why. Okay, I'm lost. I have no idea. I have no idea what everyone's looking at. What? What is it? Okay, I have no idea. I seriously have no idea what they're looking at over here. All right, sorry for the distractions here, folks. Moving on. Lion Rider, yes, you do really great work, and we appreciate all your hard work with your mods and stuff like that. Okay, sorry. I do have a working elevator here. Basically, we just put another restroom right behind there. There's actually supposed to be a staff door here, so we're gonna go sneak through that area. Um, oh, and actually, before we get that far, right here I did have a sign for the Kingdom of the Knights, um, but I took it down because of the billboards that are coming out. Um, there's screenshots of it on my profile, which I'll put down below if you really, really want to see it. But it was like 4,000 pieces, kind of like Haribo's um, cinema. Basically, same concept, just different lettering and usage. Um, and then for your backstage nerds, we're gonna have redo this area and so forth. Now, just to kind of give you a little bit of details about the dome itself, it started, I believe it was completed in 1992. It's the largest geodesic dome in the world. Oh, looks like you got a sneak peek of what's there. And basically, if we click on this piece here, all right, this is one section of this dome to create this. And basically, it is 3 levels. We're on the second level right now. There's a third level below us. This top level, which is the roof, which also is also the flooring, is a desert area. The second level is what I designate as, which is what you're seeing now, is the night Kingdom of the Nights. And then this third level is what I use for the swimming mechanism for the swamp or for the swamp itself. Um, Alligators, caimans, alligator snapping turtles, stuff like that. Beavers, Lion Rider, we need beavers. Um, which I substituted with otters for the meantime. But all that would go in there. So, um, so yeah, we got some research areas. But anyways, sorry, I don't have a script, guys. I'm not one of those guys that have come too prepared. This is my first video. Actually, I take that back. This is like my 70th video. That is just going to be the first one that I've ever uploaded. The Desert Dome again was built in, I believe, 92, and it is exactly 1 acre inside. So basically, each level is in 1 acre, if I remember correctly. So that means that we have well over, I believe there's 80,000 square meters in an acre, or maybe 90,000. I think it's 80. So correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm doing 3 levels of that, and this is the 6th time I've done this map. So you can imagine just how crazy it is with this geodesic dome. I mean, I did everything with the mountain and everything on the inside with the staff facilities. I think I had maybe 8 animals top, another 10 below, and 4 in the very bottom. The thing is with this, with doing this recreation, one thing that I've learned is that you got to take off the animal welfare. And the reason being is that there's some animals that honestly do not need as much space as they claim. Like for example, the Nile monitor, 380 square meters of terrain of navigable, whatever, terrain that they can navigate on, and like 90 square meters of water. That's ridiculous. When you go to a zoo and they're in like a 12 by 12 enclosure, 12 by 12 feet. All right, enough with that rant. Next, my finally fully finished building, the Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom Pavilion. This you may have seen a lot of nature shows from like 1963 all the way, I believe, to 82, 89. Called the Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom. I mean, they were the National Geographic and led the pathway to a lot of nature documentations that you see today. This is a complete rendition of it. You're going to see a lot of my blueprints in here and a few other ones in here as well from other people, such as the fire extinguisher. Just little details. Details make every build. So if you're going to build, don't just put a shelf and, do some work with it. Have fun with it. It may seem tedious and you don't care, but it's actually very relaxing. So one shout out before we go any further that I want to give is this creature right here. This is an Animal Talks cover by Vigigio. I'm sorry, I slaughtered your name, but great work. They have a bunch of other great content. The Wild Kingdom Pavilion has, I believe, 15 exhibit animals and 7 fake exhibit animals. One of my here's an example of one of the fake exhibits right here. And it is absolutely phenomenal. It's on the workshop. I believe it has well over 140 downloads now, or subscriptions. And then we also have our full hexi, double-sided hexi terrarium. And one that I haven't put up is the Light Jungle Habitaria. Okay, I'm probably going to just remove the lettering, but upload everything else as a little fake exhibit. Then we have our giraffe information board and fact board. This right here was by Vismaz42. Does some great work, and highly recommend his workshop. This skeleton was basically, he had the skeleton. I just chopped off the head, pasted it to a board, put some leaves on it, and found some facts and everything. So I thought that was kind of cool. The next thing from from my workshop is the uh, interactive pachyderm exhibit or center here, or the elephant exhibit. Uh, Basically, like a touch and learn. I created or went ahead and took some of Vizam's 42's work here and put it in here. This is a foot from his elephant sculpture and the tusk. So I thought it'd be a good way to be interactive. Eventually, we'll probably put some more billboards and stuff like that. And that's the other thing you may notice. There's some billboards. The no signal thing, that is to represent where I'm going to be putting in a billboard of some sort. Which kind of leads me to my next question is how's that all going to transfer over to the workshop? Because you have a particular file to put in there, how's that going to work? So one thing I'll probably end up doing after I go ahead and put in video billboards and custom billboards, I'll probably create a Google Doc or a Google Drive for people to download the workshop item or the sign itself. I'll probably like put some codecs like maybe it'll say like Wild Kingdom Sign 1 or Video 1 throughout the build itself. So then you can go ahead and take it and manually go in there and put it in there from the drive itself. I don't know if I'm going to do that for each individual building or if I'll just have one large spreadsheet or a Google Drive. Still working out the kinks on that. But yeah. So again, as I mentioned before, details are everything. You got extinguishers, some exit signs, these vents, the HVAC blueprint that I kind of piggyback off of. I really wish we could do our own wall textures. Like I'm using chipboard right now. It works, but it's not exactly ideal what I was looking for. This is one of my favorite blueprints right here. Is the secured doorway. I use these on every single building when I go into a staff area. I don't know why. It's just really nicely done. Need to do a little bit more work in here, but for the most part, it's completed. I mean, it's just a utility closet basically. And that brings us back outside. Back to the where we left off. Well, time-wise, where we left off. And that brings us to our next project that we're going to be working on, which I'll probably start on right after this video, which is our Dunham Treetop Cafe, which will lead into the Lied Jungle. It does actually connect. I actually just started on the piece construction. I didn't do any filming on that because of the fact that I wasn't sure how we were going to do it. So what I basically did is kind of took the same concept idea that I did with the Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom roof, because it kind of goes the same way, just made a smaller version of it. So that's our next project that I'll be doing. And then eventually, after I'm done with the Lied Jungle, I'll probably go back into the dome. I'm thinking I may start off at the top and work my way down, to be honest. Because what I did before is I worked from the bottom and worked my way up, and it caused a lot of problems. So I think what I'll do is I'll start from the way up, start from the top and work our way down. So Lion Rider, if you're listening, or Leaf, or Jesse, or whoever all your other mottos are that can make individual species, I need meerkats, and I need a hibachi, or I'll put it in your Discord. So, all right, well there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. There was something else I was going to mention here, and I completely forgot. Want to give a shout out to one of my huge mentors right now, Beyond Drew TV. Drew, you're awesome. Thank you so much for a lot of your exposure and motivation to kind of move in this direction and start recording and posting some of these videos. I mean, I did in the very beginning, but I never was going to post till now. So I want to thank you so much for Drew for kind of pushing me out the door. Haribo for your help with the IMAX Theater. Jesse and Leaf and Nicholas Linerider for your hard work on mods, even though you probably like maybe say hi to me once in a while, but that's all it takes. So you guys really do not know how much you have inspired me. I just want to thank you all so much for all you've done for not just me, but for the community, especially during the time of with some of us still being in quarantine and everything during this whole pandemic. So, all right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Omaha's Henry Dooley Zoo out of Omaha, Nebraska. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was kind of a longer video. We're probably coming right at about 15-20 minutes, but if you stayed to the very end, I thank you so much. Please, feel free to subscribe and follow me so then you get notifications of other blueprints or videos that will be upcoming and so forth. Definitely go to my workshop and like a lot of that stuff so other people can find it. Share it if need be. So hopefully I plan on having a video out every other week or every week. Um, and maybe more, honestly, more every other week. It really depends on seeing how things are going. Well, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and don't forget to build, play, and enjoy. Till next time, have a good one. Bye, guys.